This video is sponsored by RKTF University, Radisson Blue.
Good morning, I'm Tusha Agarwal and you're watching News Flash. Today is the 27th of June and we have a lineup of crucial stories touching every corner of the globe, from the latest developments in politics to groundbreaking advancements in technology. The Paris Appeals Court will decide on Wednesday whether to uphold an arrest warrant for Syrian President Bashar Assad issued last year for alleged war crimes during Syria's civil war. The warrant issued in November also targets Assad's brother Maher Assad and generals Ghassan Abbas and Bassam al-Hassan. A Russian court held a closed-door trial for American journalist Ivan Gershkovich accused of spying. Now, prosecutors claim the Wall Street Journal reporter obtained top-secret information about the tank manufacturer for Russia's conflict in Ukraine at the CIA's request. If convicted, he faces up to 20 years in prison. Paramilitaries from Sudan's Rapid Support Forces have advanced on the southeastern trading hub of Sennar, aiming to expand territorial gains in their 14-month conflict with the army, residents and officials reported on Wednesday. Families fled the city on the Blue Nile's bank after hearing fighting on Tuesday evening. On Wednesday, European Union countries approved a sanctions package against Belarus to prevent it from being used as a route to evade restrictions on Russia. This follows the EU's adoption of its 14th sanctions package against Russia for its 2022 invasion of Ukraine, including measures increasing responsibility on EU companies exporting through non-EU countries. The South Korean military reported that North Korea test-fired a hypersonic missile on Wednesday, but it exploded midway. Now, the missile was launched from near Pyongyang's North Korea's capital, according to the Joint Chiefs of Staff of South Korea. The German government agreed on measures on Wednesday to make it easier to depart foreigners who glorify acts of terror following a surge in online hate posts during the Gaza war. The new rules allow for deportation based on social media comments that glorify or condone a single terrorist act, according to a draft law approved by the cabinet. The Telecommunications Act 2023, introducing significant changes to India's telecom laws, took effect yesterday, June 26. This new legislation replaces the Indian Telegraph Act of 1885 and the Indian Wireless Telegraph Act of 1933, aligning with the substantial technological advancements in the telecommunications sector. Following violent anti-tax hike demonstrations and police shootings of protesters who destroyed parliament, an official from Kenya's Primary Doctors Union reported that the protest-related death toll has risen to 13. On Tuesday, parts of parliament were set on fire, numerous people were injured, and President William Ruto's administration called in the military. Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited (BSNL) has suffered a major data breach with a threat actor claiming to have accessed sensitive information. According to Athenian Technology, the compromised data includes international mobile subscriber identity numbers, SIM cards details, home location registrar data, and key security information. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange returned to Australia on Wednesday after pleading guilty to obtaining and publishing US military secrets in a deal with the Justice Department. Arriving in Canberra aboard a charter jet, Assange reunited with family and saluted supporters. OpenAI has postponed the launch of its new voice and emotion reading features for the ChatGPT chat box, originally planned for late June. The delay, citing the need for additional security testing, pushes the release to fall, with access initially limited to paying subscribers. There is a significant move by President Biden to pardon military personnel previously convicted under laws banning homosexuality in the armed forces. He emphasized correcting a historic injustice that saw thousands of LGBTQI+ service members discharged due to their sexual orientation or gender identity, despite their bravery and sacrifices. It is time for a break now. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
इस तरह आरकेटीएफ विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है।
यूनिवर्सिटी, ये है आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी।
आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
Google has announced that its fall Pixel hardware event, known as the Made by Google event, will be held on August 13, 2023. This event will unveil new devices including Pixel 9 series, Pixel Watch 3 and Pixel Fold 2. Google has launched a dedicated microsite teasing the Pixel 9 Pro and offering hints about its design. It's significant that Myanmar's Junta chief issued a rare apology following the killing of the popular abbot by security forces. Initially blamed on coup opponents, the incident reflects tensions amidst Myanmar's ongoing turmoil since the military's 2021 takeover. NATO allies on Wednesday formally chose Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte as the alliance's next leader amidst ongoing war in Ukraine and uncertainty over the US stance. His appointment became certain after Romanian President Klaus Iohannis withdrew from the race last week. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Wednesday met Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Myanmar, U Thai-shu in Delhi and raised the issue of Indian nationals trapped in Mewadi, a town in southeastern Myanmar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday lauded newly elected Speaker Om Birla for condemning emergency and appreciated the gesture in Lok Sabha to stand in silence in honor of all those who suffered during those days. An auction for spectrum worth Rs 96,238 crore began on Tuesday with firms like Airtel, Reliance Jio expected to bid for airwaves to enhance their 5G services. Now this marks the 10th spectrum auction since the process started online in 2010. Around 20% of the 2.23 lakh electors exercised their franchise on Wednesday in the first 2 hours of the civic body polls being held for the first time in Nagaland in 20 years, an official said. Now voting began at 7:30 a.m. with the tight security arrangements in place and will continue till 4 p.m. ISRO is gearing up for Chandrayaan 4, aiming to collect lunar samples after a successful moon landing near South Pole. Multiple launches are planned with the space docking experiment scheduled this year to enhance mission capabilities. The southwest monsoon has picked up pace after a long lull phase and is forecasted to advance over North India this week. The Indian Meteorological Department has also issued a heavy rainfall warning for Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and Haryana from June 28 to 30. Om Birla, NDA nominee, re-elected as Lok Sabha Speaker for the second term by voice vote on Wednesday, ending opposition's rare challenge. PM Narendra Modi praised Birla's decorum in House management during his previous tenure. After the completion of the successful election of the Lok Sabha Speaker on Wednesday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi met all the newly elected MPs of the Telugu Desam Party, an ally of the Bharatiya Janata Party, congratulating each one of them for their victory in the Lok Sabha elections. At least 5 persons died due to lightning strikes at different places in Barga and Bolangir districts of Odisha on Wednesday, police said. Chief Minister Mohan Charan Majhi has announced an ex gratia of Rs 4 lakh each to the next of kin of the deceased, an official release said. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.